What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and today I have a replay. Last video was on Turbo. This one I'm on my Warrior deck, one of my Warrior decks. Obviously, y'all know that I've been just a Warrior god this whole season, and pretty much all of last season. I was just killing it. Unfortunately, I didn't play Warriors at Worlds, which probably wasn't the best decision, but I'm versus a Earth Aggro deck here, Frostpro, who is a pretty good player, definitely known in the GO world, ladder grinder. This is for the FL ladder again, so let's jump into it and see how it went. And maybe I'll show the list real quick before we start this time. Let me just show the list off real quick. Let's see the list. Right here. So, going over the list, it's pretty standard. I'm cut the Mask of Darkness, cut the Jim Carrey, and I do plan on playing that in the future. But I just wanted to try just standard Warrior for this duel. So, yep, we got the standard 14 Mon count, 14 traps, and what that be 12 spells. We have a kinetic in the side, triple spy, double King Tiger because I see a lot of control on the FL ladder. We got Morphe Jar, trying to throw people off a little bit. One Yugioh again for control matchup. Really good card. Good against the mirror. Pretty good. We have a Zombira for Warrior. Mind Control for Chaos Turbo. 2 Mystic Walks because we're running to burn. Dust Tornado for burn. Maybe even the mirror match. And the third Sakaretsu for the mirror match or Earth Aggro. So, that is the list. And let's see what happens. Oh, and this time I'm going to I'm gonna do this video kind of like how Ivan does it a little bit, how he just doesn't show this hand, and so you're kind of like seeing what choices I was making and not knowing what his cards are. Well, I guess you kind of seen some of them right there. So let's do it like that. So I open Solemn Judgment, MST, Kaiku, DD Warrior Lady, and BLS. So I have no clue what he is on at all. So we will go, and we will draw Breaker for turn. And here I decided to set MST, set Solemn, and I just summoned DD Warrior Lady. I don't really want to lose to a knock, so I decided just to run this out here. It does suck about Dust Shoot, because I couldn't get another set here to blank Dust Shoot, but then again, this isn't the worst, because if he has Duo in his hand, then at least he doesn't get everything in my hand, so I don't know, but so he decides to do what I did and choose zones and put 1-2 back row set and decides to activate a Rhoda, which is a crazy artwork here that I am a fan of, that I've used in the past. And he goes for Goblin Attack Force. So instantly when he does this, my first initial thought was obviously Earth Aggro, which is what the deck is, because you see the thumbnail and everything. But also I was like, maybe it's like Gulaz's like, I don't know, stall burn deck or something crazy. But anyways, he does decide to run out this Goblin Attack Force. Makes sense. And here I kind of think, like, do I not banish? But I think not banishing would probably give the opponent information that I am on BLS and I do want the light. So I decided just to not give him any info here and decide to banish, get the 1-for-1. I do end up MSTing and I hit the Dust Shoot, so I'm really happy about that. I go right to standby phase. Unfortunately, he has another Dust Shoot, and I decide to activate Solemn Judgment on this Dust Shoot. The reason why I do this is because I have this Breaker here, and I don't want him just to shoot this Breaker back, and I want to get plus right here, and then I'll be literally up 2 cards on him. He'll only have 2, and I'll have 4 if this Breaker does go off. So that was my thought process. Now, it is a bit risky doing that. And I mean, I could see not doing it and doing it, but it actually ended up paying off in this spot. Not sure if I won this game or lost this game, to be honest. But this is a very long matchup, so we'll continue. We do summon the Breaker, and it was a really good decision because Solemn Judgment would have got popped. So I get to keep everything in my hand here. I get him for 1,600, and I just pass. He draws into 3. He does summon Lily, so this is really tough for me. I'm super low on life, and he gets me here for 1,800, I think, is what it comes out to be. I decide just to go 34 and then add the whatchamacallit. So he sets a back row and passes. I go standby, I draw Dust Tornado, so not the greatest. I run out Tribe, and decide to just pitch the dead BLS because I have no Light Engrave. And I hit for 1600, and I set Dust Tornado and just pass. And he goes Graceful, he finds Graceful Charity, which is just amazing for him, so that was a great top deck. And he discards Knock and Call of the Haunted, and he goes right for Gigantus. And he summons Kaiku, and it is just GG. I cannot do anything. And I do decide to activate Dust Tornado just to get a little more info. No reason not to. I mean, obviously it was a dead knock, so just really fortunate draw there for him by finding the Graceful Charity there. He literally, not sure exactly what card he had besides Graceful, but I feel like this Kaiku, he had no Mons. Might even been double knock or something like that. Or it was at least knock, or it could have been one of these, though. So, I don't know, though. If it goes Gigantus, I was in a really bad spot. So he ends up getting me game 1. So we go to game 2. And I side deck pretty heavy for this matchup. I side in like Kinetic Soldier, I think. The extra Saku, Dust Tornado, Spies I put in here. The Spies are pretty good against this deck. And once this replay is finished, you'll see why Spies are just really good against Aggro still. Even though they're on gaps and things like that, it's still just a card that's very difficult for them to get by. So I do lose game 1. You hate to see it. And I went first, so again, you hate to see it, but there's really nothing I can really do there. I think the Soul Judgment was the right play. So this hand I open Exile, MST, Ninja, Tribe, and Dust Tornado, and I draw into Rhoda. So here I decide to activate Rhoda here. And at this point, I think that he probably sides out all of his knocks. So I'm trying to kind of play some mind games with him here a little bit, and Rhoda for DD. Maybe he'll think this is Spy or something and just get an attack with it. So hand is not the greatest, but not the worst. I mean, it's definitely playable. It's pretty damn good, but no clue what he's on. And he does just decide just to T-set here, which is great for me, because I can just in-phase Dust, hit the Mirror Force. Really good start for me. I summon Exile, just pop that, flip the DD, get in and swing. I really wish I would have just flipped DD and summoned him on there, but it's fine. I set MST and just pass. He does decide to drop Gigantus in defense and tribute for Jinzo here. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble maybe. But he finds, instead of just attacking, he does activate Smash the Ground. So I'm like, oh shit, this could be bad. But luckily, I do have the Tribe, and I just pitch the Ninja, get in for 1600, and I just pass. I don't set TT here. I just don't want to get blown up by Heavy if he has it. Probably should have set TT there. Would have been fine. Now I find Solemn, so now it's just like, okay, I can just set TT and Solemn, no worries. I do get in with Tribe first here. Probably should have went for Blade, but I was just taking Kinetic Soldiers, so I didn't want to lose that much damage if it was. This is fine. I lose 1600 points of damage, but I'm in a pretty good spot here again. Then he does find Goblin Attack Force. I'm okay with this. I'm like, alright, this is fine. He does get in here. Don't stretch or anything. I'll take the 700, just pass. I do find Duo, which is extremely lucky. So boom, I hit his entire hand, which is just great. And he goes Goblin, and he just runs into a TT here. So now at this point, I'm like, I don't see how I can lose this game. I find Call of the Haunted, I set it. Sets a back row, I in-phase MST it, it's a ring, really good hit. I find Premature Burial. I go for DD, I get it for 15. I Call the Haunted Battle Phase, get him for 18. So putting them on this clock here, it's got one turn, and I got Solemn, so it's looking pretty good for me. And he sets the back row, so now I just know that I have it. And what did he set? He set a Saku. So, and I just judge from here, and we go on to game 3. So I don't think I side deck anything different here. I think I just rubbed back the whole 40 because it just worked out really well. So yeah, let's see what happens though. He gets to go first this time for the first time in the match. Again, we will be blocking out his hand, so we won't know what he's on. I opened pretty decent again. Call the Haunted, Book, Rhoda, Exile Duo. Really good start here. He does activate Rhoda here for DD Assailant. And decides to summon the Assailant and set a back row pass. I do draw into Spy here, which is pretty okay. But the deck that I'm playing against is on Exiled, so gotta be careful when you want to set this bad boy, because if it gets exiled, you just don't get any value with it. You really want to get you really want them to run into it, and you get your other one on the field just for field presence and your +1. Card is busted as shit, as we all know. So I do find Delinquent Duo, or I find activate Delinquent Duo, and I roll 4, and I get a Smash Ground and Saku, which is pretty decent here. So now my read on this back row is a Dust Tornado, and I decide just to go Exile, and I do set 2 back rows this pass, and it was a Dust Tornado, so that was really good. And he ends up hitting my Book of Moons, which is unfortunate kind of, but I do still have to call. So at this point, I'm just screaming, just no breaker, please no breaker. And he does just set them on and just pass. So this is actually a pretty good spot for me here. I draw into Kinetic Soldier, which isn't the worst draw, but it's pretty decent. So at this point, I do just go for the Call of the Haunted, just a safe play, pop that, and I do Rhoda for the one and only Don Zalug. And I go to battle and get a card in his hand, so now I'm super up in this game, looking pretty decent. Got the Spy, I got the Kinetic or anything, and I hit a Snatch Steal, which is just great. Kind of maybe wish I wouldn't have hit that, because like if I don't, then I can literally, whichever one he picks, I can just wall up, gain a shitload of life. He's going to hit one of them, but it's not like the worst case scenario, but I'm not sure what the other one was, exiled. So yeah, probably want to be hitting that one. So he has exiled, but he just finds a Gigantus right off the top here and just swings. Hits over 500 and passes. I do find Solemn Judgment right on time because he does have the exiled. So decide to set Spy, set Solemn Pass. And he goes for the exile play, and I literally just have to Judgment this here because if I don't, he's just going to get in with this Gigantus, and it's going to be trouble for me. And Spy is my only way of just walling up and trying to get, well, not really get back in this game because I was super up, but Gigantus just really shitted on me there, so that was tough. So, and then main phase 2, he activates Graceful, or no, main 1 after summoning an exile, he activates Graceful, so really good for him. He discards a Smash Ground the NST, he gets in and takes 100, and I get my Spy right where I want to be at. I do top deck Faith, which is pretty damn good here because I can get Rhoda, I can get Book, I can get Duo. And this is where he misplays right here. Not gonna lie, this is a big misplay. Even if, I mean, you gotta think, yeah, it's Fate this time, but there's just no reason not just to either like set this here. People are all on Morphing Jar. Not really a lot of people, but a lot of warrior lists do play Fate in their deck, and I've even played Mask of Darkness. So literally, if he just sets this duo or just keeps it in his hand, he's looking a lot better because then he can get both my cards. But unfortunately, he didn't do that. So I just get a free card, Rhoda. So I'm just loving this spot. I'm like, all right, let's go. Take my plus where I can take him. I do kind of mess this up because it sets him on here, which we can see is DD Warrior Lady. And I kind of just botched it with Elder Spy. I go for the DD. I'm thinking in my head that this is like Rat, which I feel like if I do that, if I go get Blade Knight there at the time, I'm just thinking that he's got plenty of life, so he could literally just like run into it with Rat if I go get Blade. That was my initial thing, was just go get Blade, run it over, hopefully he just passes, and that would have been great. But if this is Giant Rat here, he just gets a Kinetic Soldier, which is 1 to the grave, probably on 2 if you're on Earth Aggro, I'd imagine. So, yeah, he just gets that, and I'm just in a not that great spot here, super low, just like dead to ring. So I was just like, let me just be the safest play I could do here. Just go DD. I can find something maybe to clear this next turn or something. So he does set another Mon, which we can see is the Giant Rat. So kind of like a turn late here. So probably if I just crash into this Blade here, and, well, I wouldn't have DD because I wouldn't have roted. But anyways, here we are. So I do now find the Blade Knight, which is funny. But now I just have to just say screw it and run into the Gigantus. Have no choice here. And he draws 1 per turn. He sets another Mon here. And I draw into another Blade. And now I'm like, I don't know. I'm just walling up here. I'm worried about Kinetic Soldier so much. I mean, hell, he could even be on 3 copies. He's at least on 2, I would imagine. So I just put this in defense. The reason why I do this is because I'm just like, he can't get by this anyways. I have another Blade, so I'm not really worried about it. And I'd rather him just not find Kinetic here, hit me for some damage, summon a Gaff, and just ring, and then I'm just dead. So I felt like the safest play was just to switch to defense. Obviously, I do get punished here because he just puts both of these up, and it's a Kaiku. which I'm okay with because now I have this wall of spies just chilling that he can't do anything with. And he sets another mon and passes. I do find Graceful, which is just amazing here. And I find Kaiku, Zambira. I discard a Kaiku and a Zambira. And I decide just to crash here versus summoning Blade Knight running over. Just so he doesn't get a Giant Rat. Because, again, I don't want to have to deal with Kinetic Soldier. And maybe I could have done that and just ran it over and then worried about it. But I'm kind of glad I did because he does have his Lily as well. So he could have maybe started getting in for a lot of damage. So, not sure I'll play that the greatest, but probably misplayed a little bit, but it is what it is. So here we are. He sets another Mon, so I'm like, oh shit, this guy's Mon'd up over here. I draw on a Torrential, which is pretty nice here, so I'm like, alright, this board is pretty healthy for a TT here. I'm just hoping that he finds like a gaff or something, and he summons and tries to like start clearing the spies for some reason, and I get off this TT, so I just obviously set the TT and pass. He draws one, he switches that, he sets back throw passes. I find MST, I set the MST pass. He sets one, I do end up in phase in that one. It's a Dust Tornado, pretty good hit. I draw Dust Tornado, I set it to pass, and he just passes. I draw Judgment, which is pretty nice here. So I decided just to dust this. I don't really know why, I just felt like maybe it was like Ring or something, or it's like a dust and he's gonna like in phase dust my Solemn or something. So I just felt like just doing it. If it would have been Dust Tornado, I would have got hard body punished there, but luckily it was Mirror Force, so that worked out for me. He does go Rhoda here, so now I'm just like, please God, just get something that you could put on the board, like a Ninja. Just randomly have like a Ninja Grandmaster, which probably would not happen if it's on Earth Aggro. But I don't know, just anything here. Anything would be great. But he does go for DD Assailant. He sets DD Assailant and passes. I find Dust Tornado. So now I'm just looking for, like, DLS, to be honest. Because I could literally just summon this, TT the board, drop DLS, 2-turn clock, and just be off to the races. Or if you flip something, it would be great. I set Dust Tornado and pass. He sets a back row and pass, so I in-phase Dust Tornado, so I'm just, like, looking for something. Find another Solemn Judgment. I set that Solemn Judgment and just pass. And then he goes for the big boy Jinzo. He's playing the Jinzo in the 55. Of course, I just have to Judgment that. I'm like, well, I'm getting low under ring, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And I do decide to Judgment that because I don't have an answer for for Jinzo. He could literally just, within 3 turns, he literally beats me next turn if I just say okay to that. Because he has his Lily here, and he's just gonna run them all over, and he has nothing to worry about. So I keep finding traps, I find a Dust Tornado. I'm okay with that, I just set it pass. Sets one pass, so I in-phase dust it. It's a call, really good hit there. Jinzo's not coming back yet. I find Saku, so I'm just like, alright, this is okay. I set the Saku pass. He sets the back row pass, so I find Ninja here. And I decide just to pass. I don't even like, I'm just waiting literally for him to summon, and then I can get aggressive and maybe get back on this game or something. He does go Pot of Greed, so I'm like, alright, that's fine with me. Pot of Greeds. And he sets another Mana passes. I find Tribe here, and now I'm just like, it's just too juicy. He has a lot of monsters. I have a lot of monsters as well, so I did go neg 1 right here, technically. But I'm like, I just gotta get rid of this board, because, like, if he finds Heavy Storm or something, and finds some way to clear up a Tribe, like Tribe Heavy, I just lose instantly, pretty much, possibly, so I felt like just doing it there, and I just wanted to get this game over with as quick as possible. I wanted to clear the board. I have the Saku for an attack that will save me, and then I have a Blade and a Tribe, so looking okay. He does go for the Gaff here, and I have to just Saku it. And then main phase 2, he does drop the Gigantus, and I say okay to that. Oh, Peter's going crazy. What's going on? Okay, we're back. Alright, no problems. Alright. So I find Ring. I decide to discard the Ring, because I'm like, it's probably just dead at this point. But he goes Book of Moon here, so this is kind of like, I'm like, oh, wow. Now, this play is like, when you have Solemn set here, there's no reason to just not Solemn here. Now, I understand you go super low, you probably lose a lot of cards. You're at 1575, you're going to lose anyways most of the time to something. So I just felt like I want to get in this damage here. I want to end this game as soon as possible. I have to Judgment, because if I don't Judgment, I'm just going to run into him and I'm just going to lose the Judgment. And I'm not going to get the 1,600 points of damage in. So I ended up just following the Book of Moon, because I'm like, fuck it, I have to. Puts me super low at 788. I get him for 1600, puts him at 36, and I just pass. He sets a bond and sets a back throw and just passes. So at this point, I'm like, oh, I'm just screwed. I find premature burial, which is just a rant at this point, because like, damn it, I'm so fucking low. I can't do shit. I can't fucking. But it's like, if I don't book there, what am I gonna do? Summon Blade Knight, he just fucking. I don't know. Maybe I don't soul him there. Maybe I get to fucking what you call this turn, and I could possibly find a game shot or something. I don't know. I just felt like it was the right play. My computer is going haywire right now. Alright, so we're back again after just a black screen. So I do decide to summon this Blade Knight and decide just to get in with Tribe first, in case it is that Kinetic Soldier. And it is a Tribe. I don't know what the hell is going on with this shit. Is it about to crash or what? Can we get back? Alright, we're back. Alright, can we stop doing that now? I get him for 2,000, and he does have to sacrifice your armor, which is unfortunate. And I just pass. He summons Berserk Gorilla, so now I'm just in a really bad spot here. It's like, well, if I don't top something here, I'm screwed. What can I really draw? BLS, obviously, would be phenomenal. I have 9 cards left in deck. What's it going to be? I have a Dead Premature Burial. I'm at 388. What the hell can I draw to even be okay? And I draw the one and only Mirror Force. So I'm like, alright. I set both of these past. Heavy Storm has still not been played. So I'm like, he's just going to top heavy here, and I'm so boned. So fortunately for me, oh my god, what the hell, come on. He just goes right to battle phase. And, oh, alright, come on, we can stop doing this now. Come on, we're having technical difficulties on this side. Okay. So he goes right to battle, and I flip the Mirror Force, which is just great. And he sets a back row, so again, I'm like, it's probably Ray, and I'm just screwed. I draw the BLS. I have to just drop it here. I have no other option but just to get in 4 to 3,000 and just pray. It's like all I can really do here. I get it for 3,000. He activates Dust Tornado. I think he might have did this because he just didn't want to tie or something. And he felt like maybe this was Ring, even though Ring is sitting in the graveyard. Or maybe, I don't know why he just randomly Dust Tornadoes there. I don't really know what was the point of that. But anyways, it happens. So I get him for 3K. I don't know the point of dusting there at all. Rings engraved. Maybe he didn't think he didn't see ring engraved. Probably is what I could think of. But anyways, get him for 3,000. He finds a back row, sets it. I'm like, all right, let's get in. Get draw one time, and he finds the ring. So it's like, damn it, we're going to game 3. I say nice. We're going to game 4. Excuse me. So again, I don't side deck again. So this game has just been insane. I'm like, damn. Game 4, let's see what's going to happen. Let's check it out, We go for our die roll here. RPS. Oh, no, and I win the RPS. I throw paper, because I did beat him with the RPS while paper. And then he throws paper, safe pick. And then I throw scissors. No, I threw rock and he threw scissors. So it was just like, hell yeah, that worked out. So anyways, I opened pretty good here. And I actually end up summoning the wrong monster here, which really pissed me off. I really honestly meant just to set 4, summon DD, pass. Unfortunately, I misclicked and Kaiku was on the board. I was like, what the fuck? I was supposed to summon DD. Anyways, so we do drop the Kaiku, set the 4 back rows, and pass. Was definitely supposed to summon DD Warrior Lady here. Would have probably been a lot better off, but here we are. He goes heavy. I have to Solemn Judgment. Not the greatest with Earth Aggro, but you gotta do it. Like, what are you gonna do not do it? Puts me at 4,000, super low. Deck is super aggressive and not that great. So he decides to set 1 monster that we can see is the Assailant. And he sets 4 back rows and passes. I end phase Dust, hit 1 of them. It is the Dust Tornado. I find a Blade Knight. I go for the Rhoda. And I just safe play and exile the set, and it is the DD Assailant. And I try to get him for 18 here. He does Saku. And I go battle phase, activate call, grab the Kaiku again, get in, and he goes Mirror Force. So I'm like, alright, well at least I've gotten rid of 2 battle traps, that was pretty good. And I'm just chilling. And he went first this game, so We are chilling, or did I go first? No, I went first. I won the die roll. I'm tripping. But anyways, we're even. We're at a simplified game state. Let's see what happens. He activates premature burial, so that makes sense why he had to go. He had to mirror force the Kaiku because he would have not had a target for free and would have been in a really bad spot. So I'm super low. I'm at 2,300. It's not looking great for me. I'm like, how can I win this? I don't know. He sets a back row passes, and there is my boy again. The good old Gravekeeper Spy. The one, the only that's going to wall me up. So obviously I just instantly set that. I'm praying for no exile here. Like top pot, exiled, Gigantus just get crushed. But he does find Berserk Gorilla, so I'm like, okay, this is okay. And he runs right into a spy. So there's my wall. It's the step one to coming back this game. I find Ring, which is really scary because it's like, damn, if I ring something, I'm so low, he finds Ring, I'm just screwed. But I go and set the ring, drop Blade Knight. I have to just try to get in here. I try to clear the DD Assailant. He says okay, takes the 300, passes, draws a card. He does summon Breaker, uses the token. I chain it, ring the Berserk Gorilla. Now I'm just like, he's just going to activate Ring, and I'm just dead here. I'm at 300. How can I win this game? I have no clue. He's at 4,900. I draw the torrential. I'm like, okay, this is fine, I guess, but it's still, I'm just dead to any ring at this point. And DB has really been screwing me over a ring lately, so I'm thinking it's going to happen again. I set the DD, set the TT pass, and he drops the one and only Jinzo. So I'm like, okay, this is really tough because now he's going to get in and kill my spies, and I can't just flip DD here and crash because I'm at 300. So I'm like, all right, I'm in a really bad spot here. One spy down. Okay, I draw graceful. I'm like, okay, this is gonna help. Maybe I can find like a light and like a fucking, I don't know, a light and a BLS card, Black Leather Soldier, or Snatch Steel. Snatch Steel is what I'm just praying for. That's just like game. I think Snatch Steel would be right. That's 27 and 24. Yeah, definitely game. No, don't do this to me. Not responding. What the hell? Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me. Come on. No, not like this. This is lame. Why is it not responding? Alright, so I guess I just gotta exit this real quick, I think. So 1 second, y'all. We're going, well, maybe I can wait for it to respond, sure. Maybe it will respond in a minute. Let's just circle it out. I'm on a laptop, so definitely need a desktop computer to be doing this type of stuff, evidently. I'm just gonna close it. Alright, well, we will be back shortly. Oh, this is tough. Alright, so we will jump back on it here. We will exit, going book, and this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a longer video, y'all, but it's what it is. It could be a minute till Dueling Book decides to work too. Like it's been really messing up. But I'm gonna sit here and wait it out. Sorry if y'all are if y'all want to just like fast forward this part. I would recommend it. Obviously, it's probably gonna be like 2 minutes. I want to say. But I got a Baja Blast and I'm chilling. Okay, it might be coming up early here. Okay, maybe we're back. This could be a good sign. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Come on. Damn it, it was going so good. All right, here we go. We're back. We're back. All right, boom. Go here. Boom. 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 Appreciate y'all watching my videos. I got 20 views in the last one. Pretty good after stopping for like 2 years. Happy with that. Appreciate it. So yeah, trying to get on as quick as possible for y'all. For the viewers, there's Frostpro. And now let's see if this can load up pretty good, and we should be back to cooking. Let's see. Computer like took like 30 minutes to upload the last video that I uploaded. Like it's just damn shame. Um, I don't know. I guess laptops aren't the greatest thing to be doing OBS stuff on and recording videos and stuff. I should just get on my phone and just upload it. Boom bop boom bop. Real simple, but here we are. So as soon as this loads, we will just jump. Um, onto the game 4, and I'll get to the spot where Jinzo was out, and I drew something. I think I drew Graceful. Yeah, y'all don't even get to see the Graceful, so that's where we're at. We're at Graceful Charity, okay? So y'all with me? Y'all on the same page? Alright, cool. Alright, we're almost there. It's gonna be soon, people. Here we go. We're gonna go right here, and we're just gonna go next game, next game, next game, and then next game. Next game. Okay, now we will just go next play, next play, next play. Alright. Here we go. I think we're good. Sort of safe pick. Alright, here we go. We're gonna just go Bob. I just go first. We got that play, that play. Boom. Yeah, good. That play. Now, come on, we can do it. Boom. All doing it. Boom. Hit the dust. Drop the blade. I run it for the exile. I pop. Boom. I try to go to battle. He goes Saku. I go fall. He goes Mirror Force. Boom. I just say okay. He goes free. For assailant. Assailant. Alright. I'm low. About to die. Drop 5. We're almost there. So boom. He tries to attack. So Gorilla. I get the spy. I draw a ring, which is not my trade. I set it. I drop Play Knight. I get in. Put him at 6,900. Giggity. Or no, yeah, because it is 69. Giggity. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So, yeah, we just find the breaker. We're almost there. Almost where we're at. We've already seen this. Ring the Berserk Gorilla. Saying, alright, you got ring. You're going to kill me here. What is this back row? It's called. Okay, so that's even worse. So I find Torrential. And I just set the DD and just pass here. And he finds the Jinzo. Runs to my spy. I got extremely lucky this game thinking about it because, like, I was literally supposed to die in, like, literally 3-4 different spots. So this guy really had mercy on me, or just, like, I think he had mercy. I don't know what it was, but he's supposed to win this game for sure, like, in, like, 3 spots. But it's fine, though. Here we are. So we're going to go to battle, hit the spy. I draw on another trap. I'm just dead. Okay, he finds Gaff here. Now, what you're supposed to do here, people, when you're in the spot, is you're supposed to just attack with the Gaff and to get him with Jinzo. But this man decides to just use, like, crazy tech, like, plays that I could never even think of. Like, wow, just like, wow! And he decides to run into, maybe he just thinks this card is just, like, nothing. And this man really goes to battle, and he attacks with the Jinzo. At this point, I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. I'm literally, at this point, when he summons the Gaff, I'm hovering over mid-defeat. I'm just like, it is fucking over. It is not gonna happen. But he goes into the he attacks with the Gaff. Jinzo is now banished. Thank God. He tries to jerk Gorilla. I do end up Torrential in here. I'm just like, screw it. Passes. I find Pot of Greed. We're in it. I draw Saku. I draw Snatch. You hate to see it. Like, damn it. Snatch feels is so dead right now. He goes Graceful, so now I'm like, oh my god. This is just great. But I did find Pot, so it's only fair. He discards Duff Sereno. Discards Haiku. Tries to summon the tribe, tries to end my life. I go, no, Saku that. I draw an MST. It's not looking good. I'm so screwed. I set the MST. He decides to set the monster instead of just summoning it here, so thank God he didn't do this. And it is a Cypher Soldier, so would have definitely lost if he just summoned that. So, I would have just Judgment because I would have had to have. And at this point, he summons Billy. I have to Judgment because if I don't, I just die. So if anybody, I don't get why you don't just flip here and just try to go. Like, anybody would have definitely done this, but he's just like, you know what? I'm just going to sit on the Cypher. I don't want to, you got plenty of life. Like, there's no reason that you should not be flipping this Cypher Soldier here and just beating me. This is just insane to me. So I'm like, alright, I get another turn. I draw a Kaiku. I summon the Kaiku. I slap over it. It's the kinetics. I'm like, alright, I get a free game. I get the Snatch. He gets the game live. I'm like, sure. I was already dead anyways. What's the difference? He sets that and passes. I draw into Saku. And now I'm like, let's just get in with the Cypher. Let's go. And it is the giant rat. So I'm like, oh shit, he gets another rat. I set the Saku pass. He goes Snatch down on Kaiku. I'm like, no. I'm reading that he has Gigantus in hand here. He switches the rat to attack to defense. I get him for the rat. He has no more targets. Get him for 1350. I'm off to the races, but I'm like, it's not looking that great still. Even though I do have a Saku to protect me, I find Fate, which is obviously amazing. And boom, I gain that. He does go have the Exile Force here. Pops the Kaiku. Drops Gigantus. Banishes the rat. Tries to kill me. I have to sack you again. And I find Zombiever. Now, at this point, I'm like, well, I'm already supposed to have lost this game, to be honest. So I'm going to go for the flip faith and gamble. And I Graceful Charity, and it does pay off because I do find the Judgment, which is just nice here. So I just drop Blade Knight, and I just get in with everything here. Putting him pretty low, and I have the Judgment for anything he's going to do, so I'm feeling okay here. Still not feeling that great, though, because I'm at 150, so it's looking tough. He gains 1,000, he goes to 3,900. He drops Gigantus, I have the Judgment again, putting me at 75. It's getting crazy, folks. I draw Dust Tornado. I switch both of these because now I'm just like, I have nothing to protect myself, and if he finds a Gaff, he just summons it and I lose. But if he finds a lot of other stuff, like, I guess a lot of other stuff is like gone. A lot of his monsters are gone here, but I just feel like leaving everything is just not the right decision. I do get it for 2K because I feel like I'm going to get it and win next turn, so why not? And he top decks one card, and he finds Pot of Greaves. I'm like, oh god, here comes a Roto or a Gaff, and I'm just screwed. But he sent both back to his classes. I hit the Dust Tornado on the Dust Tornado. Really good hit here. And now I see Mirror Forces in Graveyard. And if you got the TT, you got the TT. I could just go switch this guy and just swing. But I felt like, let's see what's in his grave. 3 Dust Tornadoes. MST is still, you would have MST there and just 1. So, I don't know. What is his back row? Let's see. Oh, it's Smash the Ground. So, I don't. Well, he loses if he smashes the ground anyways. But I guess he just wanted to have a 50-50 so he could Dust Tornado. But I decided just to run out Ninja, go to battle, and I get the win with Warriors over Aggro. Definitely was supposed to lose, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I played it as well as I could play it. Was definitely over in 2 different spots I seen for sure. But you love to see it. Hope you all enjoyed that video versus Aggro. Yeah. Till next time, peace out. Hit the like.